Recently, ZS sat down with several stakeholders from integrated delivery networks and affiliated physicians, as well as pharmaceutical reps and key account managers, to learn about how their interactions with one another are changing. The findings were clear. IDNs feel that pharma does not truly understand their needs, and therefore there is a slight distrust of pharma. Likewise, key account managers are covering IDNs, but they feel that they don't have the necessary tools and resources to support the provider. Overall, this represents a clear value divide.
I'll be honest with you, I don't see them as a partner right now. I wish they would be. I think the pharmaceutical industry is every bit as interested in patient safety as we are. But again, where we sometimes find ourselves misaligned is in the value proposition.
The number one thing that frustrates me is that we're not seen as having any value at all. It's just hard to prove to somebody that I'm not going to come in and just talk about my product, but instead that I understand how I can really help them.
Stakeholders clearly stated that one of the causes of the value divide is pharma's failure to understand an IDN's unique needs, structures, objectives and interests, and how individual organizations perceive value.
Our market is a little different than the next market down the road. Our patient population, our physician population is a little bit different. So I think that a one-size-fits-all approach is probably not going to be terribly successful.
The doctors are already sold on the product and they want to utilize it. But if the account doesn't buy in and buy enough product or promote it enough, or if it doesn't align with their business goals, then you've kind of gotten nowhere.
Those that we spoke with explained that IDNs are using different methods to influence prescriber behavior, and pharma's access within these organizations will likely only get weaker if their approach stays the same.
So we track and trend certain physicians in regards to the medications that they do prescribe. And if it's not aligning with what our policy or protocol is saying, they say, hey, Dr. Smith, let's talk about why you're using this. So we'll get everybody involved, bring it to the table, and just have a roundtable discussion. So I try to do a lot of things like that.
There is a couple of things that for the inpatient care, they actually do score us. Our length of stay and costs are higher or lower, and there's a bonus paid to practice if you can be below the average.
Fortunately, all is not lost. Those that we interviewed expressed hope that the value divide can be resolved so long as each party understands one another better and makes adjustments to bridge the value divide.
They're going to have to make some changes as to the approach in that how they market the products that they are doing and who's out there representing them in regards to the individuals that's out there, just making sure they're knowledgeable of the product and the clientele that they're actually servicing.
The more that pharma understands the position that providers, both physicians and hospitals are in, the better they're going to be able to come to the table with us. When they understand the metrics that are being gathered on the work that we do and how we're being held accountable for that, I think they'll be able to better interact with us.